Hello coloring friends, welcome back to my channel. What we're doing in this video is we're picking up where we left off with my previous color and chat, where I colored the first part of this mushroom. We are in Johanna Bamford's book Small Victories. So today I'm going to continue, I'm going to finish it, and while I do this, I want to answer the questions that Amanjo88 on YouTube created on her first coloring tag. And she has 15 questions, and she invited anyone who is interested to contribute to the tag. She posted it already, I think, 1 or 2 months ago. And ever since I saw it, I really wanted to participate. I watch her channel, by the way, hello, if you're watching this. And I really like the questions, and I thought, well, I have some answers as well, and I want to share them with you. So this is what we're doing today. So in this book, I'm coloring with Caron D'Ache Luminance pencils. I've got a small selection over here. I'll try to show them to you like this on the screen while I color, if you'd like to color together with me. And first we'll start with her first question out of the 15. It is the following. How long are you on YouTube making content? For me, that's about a year. So I started coloring last year in spring of 2023. And then obviously I discovered YouTube as well. And I started watching many other creators doing videos. And for a while, I didn't do any of them myself. I seriously started, I think I had posted 1 or 2 before just to try, but I seriously started in October. So in 1 month, it's gonna be 1 year for me on YouTube. And yeah, it's been great. I want to continue. I've really enjoyed being on YouTube. So yeah, it's quite a special experience, I have to say. So that's it, about a year, almost a year for me to the day. Her second question is, do you have any goals? And here I imagine it concerns YouTube goals. And my goals, yes, I do have goals, of course. But, and also I should tell you that my background is marketing, so obviously I'm very familiar with metrics and growth and expectations on social media and how it's supposed to contribute to the success of a business. But my YouTube channel is not marketing to me. My YouTube channel is me having fun. So I didn't want to put any goals that I normally set within a business context. What I wanted to do instead is goals that I have kind of for me and what I want to get out of this and what I want to share on YouTube with all of you. Which means that I didn't put growth goals per se, but I put goals in terms of output. So what I want to do. So what I would ideally want to do, one of my goals, is to post consistently. And that means specifically to average 4 videos a month. So that's about 1 video a week, if I can. Obviously, if I can't, no problem, but that's kind of what I'm aiming for. 1 video every week. So that's a goal that I have. And then the other goal, if you will, although it's not a SMART goal, it's just a goal, that I want to create whatever idea I'm excited about. So not necessarily, of course, when you get into the coloring community, there are certain types of videos that are very popular, that everyone enjoys doing, and I enjoy doing some of those as well, very much in fact. One of them being the completed pages in a month, or doing color alongs, those kinds of things. And I decided that I would do those which are popular and that I enjoy doing. So for example, I do a completed pages video. I do Coloring plans video was sort of what's in my coloring bag for the month. I really enjoy doing those as well because they allow me to look through my books. And also other ideas. So for example, I haven't done color alongs really because they just don't work out for me, and I'm okay with that because this channel is supposed to be a hobby, enjoyment, sharing the joy. And if it doesn't contribute to that, or for now at least, I haven't figured out a way to do it that I am kind of comfortable with, because I color in short bursts. I don't sit 4 hours at a desk, so that makes it more difficult for me. Then I won't do it. I promise myself that I would only do things that I truly enjoy and I would do no matter how many people watch them or not. So to do it for because I would really want to, rather than do it because I have to, because that's what's done, or that's what would bring in the views, etc. And that also means I'm trying out different ideas. For example, sometimes also sharing things about drawing or painting or mixed media projects and not just coloring, or talking more about doing more of these chatty videos maybe, or things that maybe I don't see as often elsewhere, like choosing a book that maybe is not so popular to do a year-long color in type of thing. I'm doing that with Johanna Bamford's 30 Days of Creativity. So just doing this, I just promised myself I would do things because they're really enjoyable, and I want to share that joy with you. Long answer, short basically. So my goal is enjoyment, and sharing that with you, because what I loved about the videos that I watched as well, and what I love about this coloring community on YouTube, is that everyone does it for the fun of it. It brings something to us that we do this. Peace of mind, calm, enjoyment, a way to express creativity, whatever it is, relaxation. And that's very precious. And I think this is what binds the coloring community together. I think it's a very kind place, which I very much appreciate. And I want to keep it that way as well. And that's how I want to contribute to it too. And I think part of it is doing the things you truly enjoy and sharing that with others, because I think people can tell when you're really having fun. So those are my goals. Post for a month whenever I can, 4 videos a month, and choose topics that I truly enjoy doing. Okay, let's go on. Let's move to the third question. What is the best thing about being a creator? I love this one. For me, the best thing about being a creator is the ability to share in the excitement. Actually, there's research done on this. I think I found out about it by taking the course The Science of Wellbeing. It's on Coursera, so available for everyone who wants to, from Dr. Laurie Santos. She's a psychologist at Yale. And in this course, I think, I mean, it's anecdotal, that's what I remember. But what I remember she said at some point is that one of the things that makes people happier is when they're able to share the joy of a nice event or something that happens or something that you do. Share that with others. And for me, this is what YouTube is basically. We get to share the enjoyment of what we create, of our colorings, with others as well, and we partake in that. So for me, one of the best things about being a creator is being able to come up with ideas, color, bring them to life, and then share that with others. It's the act of sharing, creating and sharing, that's very meaningful, and that brings a lot of meaning. So That's the best part. Also, I like that I can think of it. It's like this little project for me that I really care about. So, finding ways to grow it, to nurture it, always thinking about it, always coming up with new ideas. Oh, I could do this, or I could do that. Or, oh, what if I talked about this? Or what if I combine coloring with this thing that I know about, etc. And that brings me so much excitement. Or like when you get a new book and you can't wait to get started, and then you can share that with someone you'll know appreciates it, because we all love coloring. We're all excited by new books, for example, or we're just excited about coloring. So this is the best thing. I create, but really I receive from doing it just as much as I do from just the act of coloring itself. So yeah, I recommend it absolutely to everyone who's a colorist. Her fourth question is, did you have to learn a new skill for creating content? And for all, I had to learn coloring. I'm fairly new to coloring. I started in 2023, so I needed to learn coloring first. And then for creating videos specifically, for me, a little bit of video editing. Yeah, I didn't know too much about it. I didn't do it myself before ever. And yeah, now I kind of had to learn how to do that. So yeah, video editing. I basically use the software that comes with Macs. It's called iMovie. So I needed to learn how to edit in iMovie. Of course, I needed to learn how to film, how to take this angle that you just see. So I bought one of those things, I don't even know how they're called, that hold the phone basically. And I needed to learn about lighting and all of those things. It's one thing when you kind of know in theory what you're supposed to do, but it's another one when you actually have to put it into practice. And I realized that basically my office, the room that I record from, has so much echo. It's one of the most echoey rooms in the house. Obviously not a good thing when you're trying to record. So yeah, I just discovered that. There you go. So it's learning how to deal with all of that basically. To learn what good sound looks like. I still don't think I have good sound, but I've improved and I try. It's the small things, but I think they mostly have to do with sound, really. With recording, I ended up buying a microphone and all of that, but yeah, try to figure out which microphone you need for all of this. There are 1,001 models there and advice on how you could do it, so obviously that took some time as well, so it took a little bit of research. Luckily, I do enjoy doing such research and doing these things, so it wasn't that bad. But yeah, there was a learning curve for sure with that. And I do appreciate that as well, really, because it means that I'm challenged and I'm learning something new. And that's always something to appreciate. So being a creator has also led to me developing a new skill set that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And I'm very appreciative of that as well. Question number 5. Do you prefer making videos or live streaming? I prefer making videos because I get to control more of the environment and what I do. That being said, I would love to do lives at some point. It seems to me like there's this psychological threshold that I need to cross that I don't really have when it comes to just recording. I don't know if you recognize what I'm saying for your own channels, but for me that threshold is real and it's there. So that's why I haven't really dabbled into that too much yet. Another question, that's number 6. Do you make plans for videos? And yes, I do make plans. Let me show you. I have this little notebook, sort of an agenda as well, I guess, where I write down all my ideas for upcoming videos. I'm just looking for it at the moment. I managed to find it. Here it is. It's sort of an A5, I want to say. It's a monthly planner from Erin Condren. It's a US company. And let me show you how it looks like empty. So here's November 2024, for example. And whenever I publish a video, I just write the name on the date when I published it. And here in notes, I just jot down ideas for what kind of videos I could publish that month, what ideas I have basically. And then that's what I use to get inspiration. And then this also comes with a number of pages at the end, quite a few, where I basically write down ideas and brainstorm. So this is it. This is just what I use for it. Yeah, and it helps me get an overview. So let me see if I can find a page here. So this is October 2023, the month when I seriously started posting. And do you see, that's when I thought, okay, let me do 4 a month. So I did one on the 2nd, one on the 6th, and here I have the titles basically, and here there were a few ideas that I had. And yeah, that's just what I do. So this is how I plan for videos. And then when it comes to when I record, I don't really have, I just know I kind of want to do one a week. A week means at some point from Monday to Sunday. And whenever I have time, which is the weekend mostly, I see, oh, I have an hour coming up, that's free. I feel like it, let me hit record. I sit at my desk, I record, then I usually edit it right after and publish. That's kind of how it goes. So there's not that much planning that goes into it. I know perhaps other people have a more methodical approach, but I don't. That's me. I guess that's what it means, that it's really purely a hobby, for now at least. That if it works out, it works out. Maybe on a week it doesn't, and that's also okay, or I've decided that I'm okay with it because I did other things, and that is fine the way it is. So yeah, this is kind of how I plan for them. And of course I have a list of ideas of things that I want to do, like videos that I want to do. And then sometimes I also look through that to see, oh yeah, is there something new I could pick up from there? So that's also a possibility. Next up, the question is, do you follow a strict schedule? And I think I kind of answered this already. I do not follow a strict schedule. I have this rule of thumb that ideally I do one video a week. So by the time the weekend hits, I realize, okay, no, I need to do a video. And that's what I do. And very rarely it happens that I am so in the mood to record that I record more than one video, and then I sort of save it for the week after, or save it for a day, for a week when I really don't feel like recording, or life gets in the way and it's really busy, and then I use one of those. But that doesn't happen very often. In fact, what happened this summer was that I wasn't feeling like sitting at a desk, and I didn't have many videos pre-recorded. I just had some flip-throughs, so I just put some of those every now and then, and that was it. I just left it at that. So there were some weeks when I didn't publish anything, and I decided I was okay with that. So it's important also, I guess, if you decide to start a YouTube channel, to kind of know what you want to get out of it, and just stick with that, or like be okay with it, because you need to make choices sometimes. It doesn't always go as you want it to. And then in those moments, ask yourself the question, well, what's my goal here? What do I want to achieve with this? And when you know that answer, it helps you decide what to do in the moment. So I'm happy that I kind of got that clear for myself, and it's really helped me in those moments when I didn't have enough time for everything and I needed to choose. Question number 8, are you worried about the algorithm? I am really not worried about the algorithm. I mean, I know it is there and I kind of know how it works. And I sometimes decide to just go against my better judgment, if you will, or against what how I know it works, just because it's not what I want to do. And, you know, that's why it helps. I know what my goal is with this channel. Primarily, it's just to enjoy and share my love of coloring with others. And okay, if it means not that many subscribers, that's okay, that's what it is. It's not my primary goal. Or yeah, if I can't post for a few weeks, the views go down. I see that. And I'm okay with it, or I have to be okay with it, right? It's not necessarily the best feeling, but it helps to know my primary reason for doing this. That always makes me feel better. Question number 9. Are you a content creator for fun or money making? Absolutely for fun, I think, and that's a rule that I think every content creator should be aware of, or it's useful that they're aware of. The first year or two, or it takes many videos before your channel can ever get monetized. And if you do it for the money, it's gonna be a long time until you get to see any monetary rewards. So you need to put in the work day in and day out. And I think if you don't enjoy that work, it's not fun doing this. So it truly is primarily for fun for me. I'm doing this because I enjoy doing this. And then at some point, when or if I get monetized, that will be such a wonderful thing on top of everything. But the question is, would I do it anyway? And well, here I am doing it anyway. And I'm happy that that's the case. I'm not sure I could do a YouTube channel just for the money, because there are other ways in which I can earn a living that are enjoyable. So I wouldn't do YouTube if I hated it for monetary reasons. For me, I'm not sure that would be truly worth it. So that's my answer for that. Her 10th question is, do you make content or videos when you don't feel like it? And I don't. No, I've never had to. I just decided not to make any videos if I didn't feel like it. Question 11. Do you panic when you don't feel inspired? I don't panic when I don't feel inspired. I do feel inspired quite often, actually, but I think that's also because I treat this as a hobby. It's a fun thing. It's not work. It's not a job. So yeah, I don't have to do things if I'm not inspired. And when I'm inspired, then I go ahead and do them. Yeah, and actually I always have ideas. And having this notebook here, I write down ideas when I have them. And I have way more ideas in there than videos that I can make. So in the moments when I think, okay, I do want to record today, I'm not sure what, I have a look through my list, through what I wrote down in the notebook, and I always find something that inspires me in the moment, remembering the ideas that I had, and I pick one of those. So that's a tip, of course, I could offer. Just write down those ideas when you have them. And for days that are less inspired, when you still want to record, you can look through your ideas that way. And that's always worked for me, and I'm so happy I have this notebook to do that with. Her next question is, how much time a week do you spend on making content? An hour or two? Yeah, an hour or two. So it depends on the video. It takes me half an hour, 1 hour to record. Mind you, I've never done any color alongs. That would be a different answer. So yeah, let's just say 2 hours. I record, and then I edit. I do a thumbnail. I use Canva for it. That small intro video that I always do. And then I put it all together in iMovie. I edit it there, I export, I upload on YouTube, I write some text for it, for the description. Yeah, so 2 hours, that's kind of my process. I sit down, and after 2 hours at most, I get up again and do something else. Question number 13. Are you ever burnt out on making content? And if that's the case, what do you do? I don't think I ever got burnt out. I did mention sometimes, so the only times when I took a break this year was when I had a cold, which happened quite a lot in autumn when I was sick, and of course I couldn't record, and that was that, but it wasn't being burnt out. I really wanted to make videos and live my life, except it wasn't always possible. And this summer, when I just really felt like being outside and not sitting at a desk to record, but that also wasn't really being burnt out, and was just preferring to spend time elsewhere. So I don't think I've ever been burnt out recording, no, in this first year on YouTube, thankfully. Number 14 question. Do you reply to every comment? And I do. I'm still at this stage where every single comment is so precious. There are not that many, and I really appreciate when people take time to send me a word of encouragement or not. That's also fine. But yes, I do. I respond. There are not that many. I have time to respond and to say thank you and to appreciate them taking time to let me know what they thought. And thank you so much. If you ever left a comment, thank you. It made my day when I received it. And question 15, which is the last question, is there anything you want to share? And I guess the answer is yes. I do want to share that being on YouTube as a colorist has been wonderful. I think it contributes to the enjoyment of the coloring experience, for me at least. Also partly because I can share in that enjoyment with other people. And it's basically led me to color more as well, I think, to share more. I've learned new skills when it comes to coloring, and also when it comes to editing and to YouTube itself. It's put me in touch with people. I got to do buddy colors this way, which I'm so appreciative of. I got to meet all these people around the world that also share my hobby and my love for coloring. It's only had advantages. I love it. I'm so happy that I can do it. I'll continue doing it for as long as I can. And I want to encourage you as well. If you think you might like it, then go for it. Give it a try. I was so afraid to do it in the beginning. I knew very little about it. I didn't know who would be interested to begin with, but maybe think of it this way. It's not about who's interested, but it's about what you can learn and who you become in the process of sharing your coloring and being part of this community. And for me, it's been so worth it, and I hope it ends up being the same for you. Thank you very much, Amandra88, for coming up with this tag and for inviting everyone. And I consider myself as part of that invitation to do this. It's been nice to think of these answers to these questions. Thank you to everyone who's watching. I appreciate you being here very much. I hope you enjoy your own coloring, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!